All right, we are live again here on 50 Yard Line. Unfortunately, this is our last one for the season. It has been a very quick season. We had a great national championship game. Obviously, we'll get into that in just a moment. But I got to touch on it's been an amazing second season for myself for college football. And I must say, having guides like Chris, obviously our roving reporter, and all the gentlemen and ladies that join us in the front bar as well has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I have enjoyed every game. We have seen a lot of footy again this year. Some very long days, but it's been worth it. It has been some amazing games. So we've had some very, very special moments. And I'm sure we'll get to some of those in a moment too. So, Chris, welcome to you. Welcome to our very final 50-yard line for this season. It has gone super quick, super quick. Yep. So, I have loved every moment of it. So, let's get into the game that we saw yesterday. Leading up to this, you know, there's always those, this team and that team, it's not a real national championship and blah, 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 all the kind of stuff that you expect to hear.
Right.
But I got to say, man, they gave us a game. They gave us a game yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. Fantastic.
Well, I
was going to say, as a fan with no dog in the fight, as they say, I loved every moment. I loved every moment of it. It was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was. For the neutral, it had a little bit of everything, okay?
Yeah.
The offenses weren't especially great.
No.
You look at the offensive numbers, they weren't fantastic. Now, the offenses did have moments.
Yeah.
I mean, particularly the fourth quarter was just back and forth shootout style, running up and down the field. But, for the first three quarters, defense ruled the day.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yep.
Of course, if you loved hard-hitting defense, you got plenty of that. Miami seemed to come out with the game plan of we are going to hit Fernando Mendoza on every play that we possibly can. We will take liberties if we need to.
Even if he doesn't have the ball, we're still going to hit him. That's pretty much what the game plan was. So.
Yeah, and Kurt Signetti, you heard him at halftime when Holly Rowe interviewed him coming off the field.
Yeah,
he's like, there were 3 personal fouls on one series against our quarterback.
Yeah,
not a single one of them were called. I heard somebody this morning say there were 2 ejections that should have happened on that in the first half.
I definitely think that looking back on that, especially the one hit, that was. I mean, if that wasn't targeting, then I need to go and read it again because I have no idea what they're talking about. So that was
the
definitely
elements of targeting. Yeah. The elements of targeting. It's real simple. Defenseless player. Okay, he really wasn't.
He wasn't
defenseless.
So
we'll
okay.
That.
Yes. Yeah.
But leading with the crown of the helmet.
Yeah.
Launching and forceful contact to the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 of those elements hit.
It was right here.
To go for target.
Yeah, I know.
Just head right there, right to the face. He comes up a little bit bloodied, and they don't even signal down. The booth, the booth doesn't even signal down.
No.
I don't know where the replay crew was, whether they were in the stadium or I'm assuming it was a Big 12 crew because it was a Big 12 officiating crew on the field last night.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were at their headquarters or if they were at the stadium or what was going on, but nobody called down. Nobody said, hey, let's take a look at this for targeting.
Yeah.
They basically play on. The referees really did let them play on.
They did.
For most of the night.
Yeah.
Indiana, the final drive, they got called for, I would say, a borderline roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah.
I could make the case either way. It looked like the guy who got flagged, he did take a step after the ball was thrown, but it wasn't 3 steps.
No.
It wasn't obviously a penalty.
No.
So, but it was a solid hit. It was a hard hit. So I can make the case either way that it should have been flagged.
Yes.
On the final drive, but yeah, the offense show up late and give us the excitement. Yeah, the defense that was showing up all game, and then the special teams play.
Yeah.
The block punt in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about the third quarter for Indiana. They were outgained 150-11 in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's right.
And wound up level for the quarter. They came into the third quarter up by 10. They left it up by 10.
Yep.
Because of one play, a blocked punt that was recovered in the end zone for a touchdown, made the game 17-7.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit after Miami, after the running back Fletcher.
Yeah, that's right.
After Fletcher went 57
Wonderful.
to the house, untouched, off the right side, right through the hole, hit fifth gear, gone for 57 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
It was 10-7. Miami had all the momentum. They stopped Indiana, forced them to kick it back.
Yep.
And, then, Miami couldn't do anything with it, so they got to punt it back again, but still down 10-7. And boom, special teams comes in, makes the play of the game, gets Indiana back up 10, and from that point on, they were in control.
Yeah, yes. You kind of felt that momentum shift, back to them.
Indiana never from the second quarter on, from when they got up 10-0.
Yeah.
Miami never snapped the ball again with a chance to take the lead until their final series.
Yeah, that's right.
When they were down 27-21, minute and a half left. Indiana always had control of it. Now, Miami, they would get the touchdown. They would get a touchdown, get back to within 3. Yeah. Every time Miami punched Indiana punched back.
Yep.
And that's kind of the difference. And we've kind of said it all year about Indiana.
Yeah.
Last year's Indiana team, when they got punched, they folded.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm thinking the Ohio State game, and I'm thinking the Notre Dame game in the playoff.
Yeah.
When Indiana got punched, they folded. The 2025 Indiana Hoosiers, they were battle hardened.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
We had questions about them right up to the point they went to Oregon, went to Eugene. All right. Can they win a big one? Because they've beaten up the Little Sisters of the Poor the last year and a half. Can they go on the road in the Big Ten against a legitimate powerhouse?
Yeah.
They answered the question in the affirmative.
Yeah.
And anytime Oregon punched, Indiana punched back. They did the same in the rock fight in Iowa City. They were on the canvas in State College.
Yeah.
Against Penn State. And fought back to win.
Yes.
They won a rock fight late in Indianapolis in the Big Ten title game against Ohio State. And so this was a battle-hardened team who had answered all the questions in the affirmative. Yeah. Can you win the big one? If you get challenged by an elite team, can you win it?
Yeah.
They answered yes every time. And the same thing happened last night.
Yeah.
When it came down to it, when they needed it, they got it.
Yeah. And I think that's reflected in how many times Mendoza ended up on the floor. Those hits, some of them maybe a little late, maybe a targeting there, here or there, but that run for his touchdown is going to be replayed. And I've probably watched it, no word of a lie, probably about 20 times already in the last day, since the final whistle. The way he just ran, he got hit, he spun around, and then that dive at the end to stretch out and get that touchdown is just a thing of beauty. You know, you talk about toughness and mental toughness and coming back from getting punched in the mouth and whatever else, literally getting, you know, hit in the mouth, coming back, and that diving touchdown was a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty, I tell you what.
In a vacuum, it's a beautiful play.
Yeah.
Because it's a quarterback keeper, gets the first down, he gets hit, looks like he's going to go down, kind of spins out of it, sees the goal line, and says, I will not be denied. I will take the hit. I will give up the body.
That's it.
For this touchdown. Yep. Go for the end zone, knowing he is absolutely going to get blasted.
Yeah. And remember, that was on a 4th and 5.
Touchdown.
4th and 5
I was
play.
saying, in a vacuum, you think about the context of when this play happened. It is a 4th and 5. Indiana up 3 with 9 to play. 9 minutes is an eternity in football, especially with a really good Miami team whose offense was starting to click. Okay? Now, had they failed, okay, Miami's got it inside their 15. And going to have to march it all the way down the field. Well, guess what? What did Miami do on their touchdown drive that got them to within 3? They went 91 in crunch time. So to make it 24-21. So the context of it was, okay, Cignetti, it was a 4th and 5, I guess it was. Cignetti sends the field goal unit on, and then calls timeout. Let's think about this for a second, because you're up 3, you kick it, you're up 6. A touchdown beats you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's still a 1-score game. A touchdown beats you. And you know Miami's going to be thinking, hey, it's 4-down territory. Okay, we're not kicking a field goal. We're not going to kick it, get it back to within 3 if we're under 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. So Cignetti was like, all right, at worst, we leave it at a 3-point game to at least put the field goal in Miami's head, that a field goal is acceptable.
That's it.
Okay? Because at 6, field goal is not acceptable. The thought's not going to be in Miami's head. Okay? So calls the timeout. They come up with a plan, send the offense back on the field. And Mendoza becomes legend. I mean, that run's going to be a statue outside Memorial Stadium. You honestly, let's think about this for a second. How many statues from this season are going to be outside Memorial Stadium sometime in the next 5 years? I mean, I can think of 3 of them off the top of my head. That run by Mendoza, the catch in the back of the end zone at Penn State, the violation of the laws of physics touchdown catch at Penn State, and then Cignetti Grinch.
That's it. That's a perfect statue. You have to.
That's the Cignetti statue. You got to do the Cignetti Grinch look outside the stadium, just for fun.
I know. But talking about catches too, that Charlie Decker, man, those two Becker, I beg your pardon. Those 2 grabs that he had. The first one near the touchline was amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, that's right. That was the previous 4th down. That's right. Before the touchdown.
Before Mendoza's 4th down run, the 4th down, and it was another 4th and 5. And it's a back shoulder throw. And you think about Charlie Becker. First half of the year, he was nowhere to be seen. He was a special teams guy at best. He gets an opportunity because of injury, goes out at Penn State, catches 7 balls. They're like, hey, let's get this guy some more snaps on offense. It becomes Mr. Reliable for Indiana there at the back half of the season. And that 4th down play, it's a back shoulder throw, man coverage, and Mendoza fires it in there, and Becker contorts himself somehow catches the back half of the football.
Yep.
And hangs on to it for a first down. It was the catch was incredible.
Yeah.
We had another catch later on where it's kind of basically the same thing, except he's up in the air catching it.
Yeah, that's right.
And comes down with it and hangs on.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable stuff he was that he was able to pull off. And again, this entire team is a bunch of unheralded dudes.
That's it.
When you think about it, this team, 8 4 and 5-star recruits.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the roster at Indiana, and they went out, just ran the table 16-0 and won a national championship.
Yep.
Amazing. I mean, there are not enough platitudes you can give to Curt Cignetti and the coaching staff for what they've done the last 2 years at Indiana.
Yeah.
And now I want to throw this thought, kind of off subject, but not really.
Yeah.
Curt Cignetti came from James Madison. He was hired away from James Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Brought coaches with him, brought players with him. James Madison just made the playoff with the guys who were left with the new coaching staff and guys that they recruited.
Yeah.
Just how good would that James Madison team have been had Cignetti stayed in Harrisonville?
I know. I thought about that after that Oregon game as well.
Whatever.
It's just like if they still had Cignetti and they had, that coach, how much further would it have gone in those 2 years that he's been gone?
Yeah,
I think they would have been pretty competitive. So,
there's still a fair amount of Cignetti recruits that were playing at Oregon in that playoff game.
Yeah.
But just I don't know. Cignetti's one of one.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I cannot think of any other coach off the top of my head who could do what he has done. The path that he's taken, and he has taken a wild path for college football. Yeah. I mean, he's coaching, coached at Division II, coached at FCS, transitioned them, took another team, went from Indiana University of Pennsylvania to Elon, which is FCS, turned them into a playoff team at FCS level, then went to James Madison as they're transitioning to FBS and got them into FBS. And 2023, they go 12-1. That got him the Indiana job.
Yep.
And then just it's like every step he doesn't slow down.
No.
Okay? It's just the new set point of the new team going from D2 to a lower end FCS team, kick him into the playoff.
Yeah.
Playoff level FCS team, keep him there, move him up to FBS. Go to a Power 4 school, national champion.
Yep.
Okay? Curt Cignetti, it is up and to the right the whole time.
Yep.
Everything he does is up and to the right.
Yep. So it
just blows my mind.
I think the big question is then, where does he go from here? What motivation then does he have to come back next year and the year after?
Back to back?
I mean, well, back to back, yes, of course. Obviously, that's very attractive. But, I mean, you can't get a more perfect season than this one. This is the perfect season.
No, I mean 16-0. You're the first 16-0 college football team in 131 years.
Yep.
Since Yale in
coach of the year.
Okay. Let's give North Dakota State their props.
Yeah.
Because they went 16-0 at FCS about 8-10 years ago.
Okay.
So we'll give them some credit too. But for major college football, 131 years since a team's gone 16-0. Now, we've only had teams be able to go 16-0 the last 2 years.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've had 14-0. We've had 15-0 in the 4-team playoff era.
Okay.
A boatload of 12-0s back in the day, during the just the bowl era.
Okay.
But 16-0. I mean, that's what the New England Patriots did in 2007. That was their regular season.
Yeah.
16 wins out of 16. You've got to figure the law of averages is going to jump up and bite you in the ass at some point. Bad luck's going to hit you.
Yeah.
A random lightning strike is going to hit you at some point.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen to Indiana this year.
Yeah.
They just kept it moving. And you think about their last four games. Ohio State, Alabama, who's their semifinal? Oregon, thank you. Yeah. I blanked out for a minute. And Miami.
Yeah.
3 of those teams have multiple national championships. Dozens upon dozens of conference championships.
Yeah.
And then Oregon, which has been so close, so many times, and are a perennial top 10 team.
Yeah.
We're talking standard bearers of college football. Some of the best teams in college football throughout the history of college football.
Yeah.
That they beat one after the other, 4 straight wins against the cream of the crop of college football to win this national championship. And we're talking about Indiana, all right, who before this season had the most losses of any FBS team throughout history.
Yep. Yeah.
They were the losingest team in the history of college football until 2025.
Yeah.
All right. They had won 2 Big Ten championships, and one of those they shared, 1967. They had not won an outright Big Ten championship since World War II.
Dang.
1945, the end of World War II.
Yep. That's a while ago, that's for sure.
They had not won a bowl game in 34 years.
Dang.
It's just to see what Indiana has gone. It's the ultimate rags to riches, outhouse to penthouse story that you can have in sport. I was thinking last night and some this morning, comparisons to other teams in sport, the unlikeliness of this championship by Indiana.
Yeah.
What other champions in other sports and other leagues could you compare this to? I came up with 2 of them. Okay.
Yep.
One of them was my 1999 St. Louis Rams.
Okay.
All right. And I might be a little biased, but hear me out. The 98 Rams went 4-12.
Yeah.
Dead last. They were like a top 5 draft pick. Had a top 5 draft pick that year. God awful team. 1999, they go 13-3, win the Super Bowl. So they go from 4-12 to the Super Bowl in 1 year.
Well, they had a pretty special quarterback that year too. So
that helped, but they didn't know it. They didn't know that.
No, not at the time. That's it.
They
tried to give him away. That's it.
It was supposed to be Trent Green that was the savior of the Rams.
Wow.
Not Kurt Warner.
No.
But it's amazing how things work out.
Yep.
The other one I came up with, 2015, Leicester City.
Oh, yes.
The 5,000-to-1 shot to win the Premier League in 2015.
Yeah.
That's the other one. That was a championship that came absolutely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Leicester City was the previous year. They fought relegation on the final day of the 2013-14 season.
Yeah.
Survive relegation and then go on to win the Premier League.
Yeah. Yeah.
What Indiana did last night, what they've done in 2025, it's on that level.
Yes. Yep.
And it's one of those things that you just enjoy it. The fact that you get to experience this.
Yes.
Something that is this ride that is so unlikely. And even neutrals,
Mm-hmm.
the Dr. Pepper ad.
Yeah.
Everybody's the second team.
Yes, the side team.
They
Yes,
make
that's
fun. Yeah, the side team.
Yeah.
Indiana kind of became a lot of people's side teams all year.
That's right.
Because nobody really hated them.
No.
Because
they were never in the
never
picture.
Really beat anybody.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
they were never in a position to really be hated, except by Purdue.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I'll admit it, they were my side team.
Yeah.
I was on the ride the whole season. Yeah. I would have been very sad had they lost last night. Mm-hmm. And I was, I'll admit, going into the game, I was thinking, all right, is it midnight? Is this midnight for Indiana?
That's it.
Does the carriage turn
yep.
back into a pumpkin? Does the ball gown become rags?
Yep.
Thankfully for Indiana, it didn't. Yep. They went out and they finished the job.
Mm-hmm. All props to Miami for the game, man. They really put up a game for sure.
Absolutely.
But it kind of ironically ended in an interception for Beck. I kind of think,
yeah,
the worst thing for him to happen, because he's kind of got that, that kind of hanging over his head anyway. I know we've joked about it for the last 2 seasons and whatever else.
Yep.
But it's kind of sadly ironic, maybe a little poetic justice that, that's the way it ended. So,
yeah. And you think about it, the semifinal, what he did in the semifinal against Ole Miss.
Yep.
That was epic.
Yep.
That final drive, that game-winning drive, that was a legend-making drive to take them down, get the touchdown that won the game and got them into the national championship game.
That's it.
And when they got the ball back with 1.5 minutes left, down 6, I was thinking, Beck could do this.
Yeah.
Beck could absolutely do this. And they were moving. They got the ball into Indiana territory.
Yep.
The throw, I think it was unnecessary. Obviously, the end result of it was the interception.
Yes.
So, yeah, he probably should have gone somewhere else with it.
Like you said, there was still time, and obviously he just tried to force that.
I think he forced it a little bit.
Yeah.
He not only forced it, he undercooked it.
Yeah.
And they, some of the analysis I saw this morning on ESPN, they were breaking the play down. And the receiver never, if you look at watch the replay, the receiver never looked back.
No.
Because he knew he had a corner on him and he had safety coming over the top.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was like, there is no way Beck's going to throw this ball my way.
Yeah.
I am not open.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going to be open.
Yeah.
He's going to go that way. Well, Beck threw the ball to him.
Yeah. I heard a quote. I heard a quote from him in the locker room saying, I didn't even look for the ball, so this is on me. Maybe a bit of miscommunication between the play and whatever else. But you have to feel kind of. I honestly, I was glad Indiana won, but it's kind of sad that Miami lost. I wanted Beck to get that championship, kind of, 2 fingers up to whoever misjudged him and whatever else. But
no, not he'd be telling Georgia they're number 1.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
In a very special way.
Yeah.
Or he'd be waving at them, just not using his whole hand.
That's right. Yeah. So it's the old scout salute with read between the lines. That's it. So
exactly.
But
absolutely right.
Yes.
But no, I would not have been upset had Miami won.
Yeah.
This Miami team was very likable.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great players. They've got some future as well. Like Kadarius Toney, oh my goodness, what that kid's gonna be able to do when he grows up.
Yeah.
Holy hell. Watch out for him in 2026. Yeah, he'll be on some award watch list.
Yes.
Preseason.
Yeah.
Probably one of the preseason All-American teams.
Yeah.
As well. That is how talented that kid is already.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of ugliness after the game.
Yeah.
Fletcher.
Yeah.
Saw him throwing some punches at an Indiana player.
I heard there was something said and everything else, but I mean, you're on the main stage of college football. A bit of discipline too, but who knows what was said? But
who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, he'd a battle.
Yeah.
As well. I mean, the adrenaline.
Yeah.
You just lost a close one for a national championship.
Yeah.
Not going to excuse it. I am going to understand it.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely.
If tempers flared a little bit, and it didn't get out of hand. That's the important thing. It was an isolated thing. Tempers did not. Things did not spill over into an all-out brawl. Thankfully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have wanted that ugliness moment of celebration.
To take away celebration.
One thing I do want to mention though, right around halftime, Miami. One thing Mario Cristobal is probably going to be kicking himself about is clock management at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Because they had a ton of time left.
Yeah.
Going into halftime. And they let a lot of clock run down without running a play.
Yeah.
And it was almost like they were just settling for a field goal.
Yeah.
Just to get on the board instead of maybe getting aggressive. That's
it.
Going into halftime. And it winds up biting them in the ass because they hit the post.
Yeah.
On a 50-yard field goal.
Yeah.
That's one. Probably, certainly that would be one thing Mario would be looking back at going, yeah, if I could do anything different, that would be, we would have been more aggressive and used our timeouts, used the clock a lot differently than we wound up doing in that sequence.
Yeah. I mean, it's the little things that always add up, isn't it? A bit of this, a bit of that, and at the end of the game, you're down 3 points and you lose. So
the biggest bright spot for Miami.
Yeah.
That defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't know how many are going to be left.
On a little bit.
Left, obviously, once everybody graduates and stuff. I don't know how many people are coming back, but, man, it's going to be interesting to watch next season, how that line develops even further. So, it's a pretty scary line. It's for sure. So
Miami's defensive lines, the best Miami teams, always have these little bit undersized, but incredibly
very
fast
quick.
And tough guys.
Yeah.
And
we saw it. We saw it in this game too. Mendoza was struggling to get anywhere.
Mendoza.
Yep.
Mendoza was running for his life. Anytime the play design was okay, sit back in the pocket, find a receiver.
Yeah.
He didn't have time.
He didn't have time
to find a receiver.
3 seconds if you're lucky,
And the important thing is, and I touched on this last week during our preview. Is watch and see if Miami can beat the Indiana O-line with 4.
Yeah.
If they can get home with 4.
Yeah.
That is going to be a key to the game. A lot of last night, they got home with 4. They did not bring a lot of extra pressure. On the Mendoza. They said, you front 4, do your job.
Yeah.
And they did. They got around the corner. The tackles were the edge protectors for Indiana. They were getting beat a lot.
They were struggling.
The interiors, they were getting beat.
Yep.
And Mendoza threw for, what was it, 186 last night? That was the stat line last night?
Let's have a look.
186. 16 to 27, 186 last night. Not Mendoza-like by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Considering he absolutely carved up Alabama and Oregon the previous 2 games.
Yeah.
He was getting beat up. The only passes that really were working for the most part were the quick ones, the wide receiver screens, the running back screens out of the backfield, or slant routes. Something he could take the snap, look, fire.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And not allow the defensive line to be in his face.
Yeah.
When he had to sit back in the pocket for a few seconds and let guys get open, that was where he had problems. And even some of his best throws were rushed.
Yeah.
It was his wide receivers making plays, which, let's be honest, they've done all year.
Yeah, that's right. But the thing about, even when he is rushed, Mendoza's got such a great arm, and his we've mentioned it before, his getting into that right position to throw as well too. So he can throw quick, he can throw accurate as well too. So, which obviously helps, and it obviously helps when you got great receivers, as you said, who can pick it out of midair in any contortion that they can dream of. So that really does obviously help too. So,
by the way, just want to mention this real quick.
Yeah.
From the gambling side. Now, I'll tell you, I had no money on the game. I did not bet.
Yeah.
I didn't bet all weekend. Didn't bet any of the NFL games this weekend.
Okay.
I took the weekend off from gambling. Believe it or not. Well, listen. After going 6 for 6 wild card weekend and hitting a parlay for the first time in forever, thought it prudent just take the weekend off. But the spread closed Indiana minus 7.5, so they didn't cover the spread.
Okay. No.
The over under was 47.5.
Oh,
okay. That late field goal.
Yeah.
That was a significant play to some.
Yep, that's right.
That wound up being a hard beat for anybody who had the under.
Yes. Yeah.
When Indiana hit that field goal, but just thought I'd mention that for gamblers' sake. I mean, anybody who had the under, they might not have watched the rest of the game. Their TV was probably in about 40 pieces.
Yeah. Yep.
When that field goal went through. Happens.
That's it. It certainly does. I was going to mention something there. I can't remember what I was going to say now. So, but moving on. So, great game. I read a stat. I don't know. Talking about gambling there, actually. I don't know if it's true or not. That there was a guy in Miami that sold his food truck for, I think it was $30,000. He put a bet on Miami winning, and I think he was going to take away $150,000 if they won. But obviously walked away with nothing. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I read that in the feed. You know what everything the internet is like, but it looked pretty legit. So I don't know. I don't know how that gentleman is doing today. So I'm sure he's regretting that 100% for sure. So that's a pretty big gamble. You know. So talking about gambling there. So
hey, I want to. Spare thought for anybody who was in that situation.
Yes.
But as per usual, gamble responsibly.
Yeah.
Anytime you do.
100%.
One thing I want to bring up. I was looking through, doing some research for tonight.
Yeah.
You look at Curt Cignetti's overall record.
Yeah.
At Indiana, 27-2.
That's pretty bad.
And this kind of ties into the history of Indiana football in general. Okay,
yeah.
And I'm looking at the records of Indiana coaches. Blows my mind. I'm going to go back to Bo McMillan.
Okay.
Who started coaching in Indiana back in 1934.
Oh, damn. Right? We're going all the way back. Okay.
One of the winningest coaches in Indiana history.
Oh, okay.
Coached 14 years.
Oh, damn. Okay.
His record 63, 48, and 11.
Okay.
63 wins, 48 losses, 11 ties.
Yep.
Next on the list, I'm going to go chronological order.
Okay.
So we got 63, 48, and 11.
Yeah.
Clyde Smith, 9-26-1.
Ooh.
Bernie Crimmins,
Ouch.
13-32.
Ooh.
Bob Hicks, 1 year, 1957, 1-8.
Oh. Ouch.
Phil Dickens, 20-41-2.
Ooh.
John Pont, 31-51-1.
I can see
Lee
a bit
Corso.
of a pattern coming out in these stats.
A whole lot of losing.
Yeah.
A whole lot of losing records for
Yikes.
Indiana coaches.
Yikes.
The great Lee Corso, 10 years at Indiana.
Yeah.
His overall record, 41-68-2.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Lee Corso averaged 4 wins a year at Indiana over 10 years. And he's one of the most celebrated coaches.
Yeah.
One of the celebrated coaches at Indiana.
Yeah.
The bar is pretty low, let's be honest, to be celebrated at Indiana. Sam Weish, 1 year, 1983, went 3-8.
Ooh.
Bill Mallory, winningest coach in Indiana program history.
Okay.
Went 69-77 in 13 years, from 1984 to 1996.
Okay.
Cam Cameron, 5 years, 18-37. Jerry DiNardo, 3 years, 8-27. Terry Hepner, 2 years, 9-14. Bill Lynch, 4 years, 19-30. Kevin Wilson, 6 years, 26-47. Tom Allen, let's see, that would be 8 years, 33-49. Kurt Signetti, 2 years, 27-2.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Some of those numbers, those first numbers are not very high compared to those second ones. Dang.
He's already the 8th winningest coach in Indiana history.
After 2 years.
After 2 years.
Dang.
The man is one of one.
Imagine if he ends up doing 10 years in Indiana with that kind of average. You know, that's ridiculous.
Listen, if they downgrade, okay,
yes.
let's say the law of averages catches up, okay?
Yeah.
The whole thing of regression to the mean.
Yeah.
Everything always, water finds its level.
Yeah, that's right.
You regress to the mean.
Yeah.
Let's say that happens.
Yeah.
In starting next year, but he set a higher bar. Okay. Yeah. The mean for Indiana is not 5 wins, or maybe scraping for bowl eligibility.
Yeah.
Let's say he resets that average, and we're talking 9 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A 9-3 year for most teams, that is a very solid year.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd be very happy if you're an upper middle class team going 9-3 every year.
Yeah.
Especially if you pull a couple upsets. At Indiana, prior to Signetti showing up, 9-3, they're throwing a freaking parade for
I know, that's it. I know.
Okay.
Dang.
Now you think about it now, 9-3. Holy crap.
I know.
That's 7 fewer than last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they do that 2026, but again, Indiana's standing at the summit of Mount Everest.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one way to go.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah. Yeah.
From here. So let's say they regress back to a 9-3 team, maybe a 10-2 team. They average between 9 and 10 wins a year.
Yeah.
If he's there for another decade, that's going to put him at approaching 120 wins.
Yep.
When no Indiana coach in their history has even hit 70.
Yeah. That's
and we're talking 140 years of Indiana football history. That is how much of a game changer he has been for Indiana University football.
Yeah.
Just there are not enough compliments you can pay the man.
Yeah. That's it.
And just how jaw-dropping what has happened is.
I think the fact as we brought up before, no real 5 stars, no real 4 stars there. You know, it's 2 and 3s. I wonder how many people, there was a stat I read that 6,000 players went into the portal. I think 4,000 or something are still floating around and whatever else. I wonder how many teams are now going, you know what? Let's go back and look at that 3-star that we were looking at before. Let's see if we can coach him up, instead of just saying, oh, no, we only take 4s and 5s here. So, I wonder, I mean, that's got to be good for football as well. If you're kind of on that cusp of a 3-star, you might get another look in and say, look, you know what? Come and try out, come and join us,
Yeah, well.
Why not? Signetti did it. He just did a whole season, so.
And it takes a special kind of coach to be able to do that.
Of course.
Special kind of
I'm not saying
to do that.
But
I mean, there will be people who try because football's a copycat sport.
Yep.
And you see something that works.
Yep.
At a place that's kind of unexpected. Okay, let's jot some notes down and let's see how we can apply that to what we do here. So you'll definitely see that.
Yeah.
Kind of goes hand in hand with what we talked about with the portal.
Yeah.
And how that's ultimately going to be a net benefit for the middle class of college football.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Where the blue chip programs, the blue blood programs aren't going to be able to hoard the best players.
No, that's right.
Because between, the freedom to transfer and NIL money, you don't necessarily have to go to Alabama or Michigan or Ohio State or USC or Notre Dame to be seen. Every game's on television now.
Yeah, that's right.
Somewhere.
Right.
Nobody's going to miss out on seeing you. And if you're lighting it up somewhere at some random place, if you're lighting it up,
people are going to know. Yep. That's
if you're playing in Tucson or Provo or Springfield, Missouri now with Missouri State.
Yeah.
Or Jacksonville State.
Yeah.
Or Pullman, Washington. Any random place in the country with FBS football, if you're lighting it up there, people are going to see. They're going to know. They're going to find out. And you're going to get eyeballs on you. And you're going to get scouts at the next level taking a closer look at you. The important thing is to be able to get on the field and get that playing time.
Yes.
And when teams were hoarding 5 stars, you'd have 5 stars sitting on the bench for 2 years, not playing at all. Now those guys can go to another school
and get
be
all the time.
Stars, be absolute stars, be the starters, and be lighting the world up on fire.
Yep.
So the portal, the NIL money, it spreads the talent out.
Yeah.
In a more uniform fashion, which is going to lead to more chaos in college football. Because now with what Indiana's done,
of course we love that too.
Absolutely, with what Indiana did this year, winning a national championship from out of nowhere, from being they've gone from punchline to powerhouse in 2 years. There's going to be other teams that have just been passed by Indiana, like Indiana's a Ferrari on the Autobahn. Just phew.
That's it.
Those teams that thought they were okay, we were kind of close. We have a lot of good years, and I'm looking right at you, Missouri, because you have great years and you break my heart every year. You got to figure it out. but programs that are in the upper middle class of college football, they're going to be looking at what Indiana did and going, okay, we see what you did here. Let's do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more teams that are going to take that shot. They're going to make that move to try to build themselves into a national title contender. And now instead of, 6 to 8 teams every year, the top 6 to 8 teams, thinking, okay, we're legitimate national title contenders. Now you might have 30.
Yeah, that's right.
That you don't have to stretch too far to make a case. You don't have to have a whole lot of luck for them to win a national championship.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to get to.
Yeah.
And we're going to come to a point, I think, sometime in 2026, where every week we're going to be saying college football is drunk. I'm not talking just a little hangover the next morning.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm talking about your mates are taking away your keys, you're dancing topless on the table, and waking up the next morning hugging the toilet.
That's right.
Drunk.
It's exactly
That's
right.
the level of drunk we're talking about.
Yeah.
What college football, I think, is going to be in 2026. And I am absolutely positively here for it.
That's it. It's going to be a case of who's going to be the breakout team this year. Who's going to come from left field and just blow everybody away? And I can't wait for it.
Right.
I can't, it's going to be fantastic. So.
Is it going to be a team that's been? Is it going to be a team that's been up and fallen back and climbed the mountain again? I mean, Miami was that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
They'd been on top of the mountain in the 80s, the early 2000s. They were the premier team in 2001, 2002, that era. And then they fell off.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't fall completely into the Grand Canyon. They just fell off to mediocrity.
Yeah.
And have climbed back toward the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a team like that and two I can think of offhand? Penn State, Florida State. Okay. Can Penn State return to the glory years of Paterno of the 80s and early 90s, winning national championships? Or, is the mediocrity that they, the really close that they were the last decade, or have they started to fall into the Grand Canyon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can they turn this around quickly with Matt Campbell as their coach? Florida State, same thing. I mean, you think about where Florida State's been since the end of 2023 when they got snubbed for the playoff because their quarterback got hurt.
Yeah.
They have been a disaster for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had their one moment last year. They beat Alabama in the opener and then fell back to kind of what they were in 2024. Yes. Can they build themselves back up into what they were under Bobby Bowden, winning national championships? Those are two teams. Or is it going to be a team that nobody, that's a complete afterthought? They may have a couple of moments, but mostly it's mediocrity. It's mediocre football.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a team like Rutgers that comes out of nowhere?
Okay.
A team, I'm just throwing out random names here. Is it going to be?
I'd love to see Long Island get up and get to the playoffs. It's like, wait, do they even have a team?
I think they're FCS.
Yeah.
So they have their own playoff.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a team like a Northwestern? Northwestern has had moments. They've won Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of Northwestern's history has been mediocre football. Okay. Can they get into that position? Will it be Kansas? God, I hate saying that. I cannot. Easy, stomach. But honestly, Kansas football has been a whole lot of crap football, punctuated by moments under Mark Mancino, the round mound of coaching.
Yeah.
Because 2007, 2008, the Kansas Jayhawk football was legit. That period, the end of the noughties. Okay. when 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 Kansas and Missouri were playing at Arrowhead, Kansas was number 1, Missouri was number 3. Game day is there. I thought that was a sign of Armageddon. Because there is no way on God's green earth any college football fan could legitimately think this sober that Missouri and Kansas are playing for number 1 in the nation, yet it happened in 2007. Yep. I mean, that would be an LSD trip of epic proportions. But I lived through it, and I was stone cold sober living through it.
Yep.
But will it be a team like Kansas? Whatever bottom of the barrel team you can think of, the ones that are consistently bottom third of the conference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one of them are going to make the climb to the top of the mountain?
Don't forget, LSU's got a new coach this year too, so you never know what they're going to do this year.
Don't remind Ole Miss. I am already getting ready for that mid-September night.
Yep.
When Lane Kiffin's got to go back to Oxford. I guarantee you that will be the watch party on here that night in September when Lane Kiffin goes back to Oxford.
Yeah.
I'm already waiting for it.
Yeah, that's it. Dang. That's that's going to be an interesting matchup. That is for sure. Can't wait to see that one. Can't wait. So unless you got something else to bring up.
Well, one thing I did want to mention. We mentioned the portal a little bit.
Yes.
One name that's looks like it's going to hit the portal, and probably shouldn't be surprised about it. Alberto Mendoza.
Yes.
Indiana's backup, Fernando's brother. Sources are saying, this is ESPN's reporting. That he's going to enter the portal. Players for Indiana and Miami have until Friday to enter the portal.
Okay.
So
I wonder.
Looks like he's gonna enter. Not a total surprise.
Because they got they brought in that TCU quarterback.
Yeah, brought in Josh Hoover from
Hoover.
TCU.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's a veteran, 31 game starter.
Yeah.
Over 9,600 passing yards in his career. Now Mendoza the younger, he's a redshirt freshman. He was a redshirt freshman this year.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of playing time in garbage time for Indiana this year. And he was fine. 286 yards in limited duty, 75% passing. Ran for 190 yards, scored 6 touchdowns in his 9 appearances this year. So solid backup numbers. Depending on where he goes, maybe he could be a starter at a smaller school next year.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if a big program's going to take a risk on him. To come in and be the man next year.
Yeah.
But I could see him maybe going to a group of 5 team that's looking for a starting quarterback. Some of the speculation is, some ACC programs are mentioned in this story from ESPN.
Okay.
Like Georgia Tech, Duke, Stanford are 3 of them.
Okay.
They're just mentioned in the story. So, maybe he gets to play as a starter in a Power 4 school next year and see what he can do. Maybe he winds up playing against Miami next year.
Yeah, that's right.
And maybe Miami can take out their frustration on not beating Fernando by beating the holy living snot out of Alberto.
That's right.
Good kid. Good kid. Love the family. The Mendoza family. They have been amazing to watch this year too.
Yeah.
Seeing them ride Fernando's entire season.
Yeah.
The Heisman Trophy, the playoff run. I'm sad we will no longer get to see his aunt. That is.
You never know if Alberto starts. You might get another season. So
Maybe we'll get another season of
family watching. That's right.
What's aunt in Spanish? Tia, I think.
I have no idea.
My Spanish is god awful.
Yeah, mine's very rusty, as in never there at all.
Okay, gotcha.
I cannot speak Spanish at all. So,
cerveza and tequila are about my limits.
Well, you got the important ones locked down. That's the main.
Well,
thing,
exactly,
so.
absolutely. Got priorities, man.
That's it, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, Mendoza's.
We definitely wish him the best.
That he's going into the portal. Absolutely.
Yeah. Not surprised if you're going to be back up again. He's already done backup this year. He's itching to play, surely. So you don't blame him.
And you're bringing in a veteran from TCU to be the starter.
Yeah.
So Alberto would be thinking, all right, I'm going to have to go against somebody who's really good.
Yeah.
To try to beat him out for the starting job.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, let's go somewhere else. Let's try something else. So I get it. I get it from both sides because obviously Indiana, they want to reload.
Yes. That's
to defend a national championship. Yeah. Do you turn the keys to the Ferrari over to Mendoza the Younger?
Yes.
No. And obviously they're thinking, we don't 100% say, yes, he's ready to go at the end of August. So let's get somebody else. And so Mendoza, that's the response from Mendoza. Totally makes sense.
Yeah. Man, what a fairy tale if they used Mendoza the Younger and he did the same thing. Be like, what the? That would be a fairy tale.
Would have been something. Or if the team he goes to
takes
the rocket ship ride to the moon next year.
Yeah, that's it. You never know. All that season is to come. So, and we're definitely going to be looking forward to that one for sure. So another, 7.5 months. So not too long, until the next season.
Just a little over 7 months. End of August, we'll be back to football. I think it's a later start next year.
Okay.
Because how the calendar falls.
Yes.
Labor Day.
I'll be watching out for it.
Later.
I'll be watching out for it this year. If for those who don't know, the start of this season, we're kind of prepared for it. And then Chris left a message in Discord saying, "Oh, excited for football tomorrow." It's like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
What was it? We had the Dublin game.
That's right. The Dublin game.
The week 0 Dublin game.
Yep.
And I hadn't seen anything on YouTube from Lyle. So I shoot him a message. Hey, we ready for tomorrow? Dublin game. We ready? Farmageddon in Dublin. Let's go.
That's it. It's like, yeah, I'm ready.
and Lyle's. And I can imagine him Lyle seeing that message. The gears are turning in his head, smoke's coming out of his ears, and the first thing he's thinking was like, "Oh shit!"
No, that's it. It's like, "Oh no, I got to set up Fubo. I got to do all this stuff." No, it's like, damn.
Yeah. So
I'll be ready this season.
Thinking back, I'm now really glad I sent that message.
I know, dang, that's it.
Instead, here's the thing. I could have assumed you were ready to roll.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And the famous thing about it. What happens when you assume?
That's it.
So I didn't assume.
That's it. I'm very glad that you didn't as well, too. So I think we'll wrap up. We've covered that championship game pretty well. Great game, as I said. All congratulations to Indiana for their winning season. 16-0, Heisman Trophy, Coach of the Year, national champions. I mean, you can't get better than that. That's 100%. You can't get better than that. So, Chris, thank you very much again for joining us for this season. To all those who watched watch parties, come and watch our podcast here as well. Join us in the front bar. Thank you very much for all the support over the season. We'll be back again next season. It's season 3 for me. It is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see what Indiana does on their continued rise. And I can't wait to see which team breaks out next season and has their shot at the Natty. So, guys, thank you very much. What are you going to say?
Indiana won't be Cinderella next year.
No, that's right.
They're going to be the hunted.
Yeah, that's
next
it.
year. We'll see
exactly right.
how they respond and which team is the new one that wears a glass slipper.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll see in a few months.
We'll see in about 7 months. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Hopefully, you enjoyed our coverage of American college football here on the channel. We'll be back again in 2026 season, guys. We'll see you then.
Yeah.